Yes, welcome to another beautiful, wonderful episode of Talk Talk. Now, we know so we don't enter rainy season, and a lot of time, people know they prepare themselves to make sure say their body go they kaja during the rainy season. That's not why today, on today's episode...
So you can really start the show without me? Are you serious? You start the show without me. What is that supposed to mean?
Violence.
Don't mind that.
Now, a lot of people go to find husband. In this kind of violent environment. I mean,
who is
you need
violent
to be
here?
Respectful. You need to
Who
be
is
caring.
violent here? Talk to me.
You
Look at me face to face.
Show yourself. Show
Eyeball
them.
to eyeball. Who is violent?
You are violent.
When you start the show without me, but how can you start the show without me?
Let me say, may rain hold you.
Rain hold me. Let me go hold the rain.
Wow.
I don't know the carry last. We they hold the rain. No, we they hold the rain.
That old man, you know why I know they agree for you, so you know. You know. As I talk, yes. They rudely interrupted.
They're not going to rudely interrupt you.
But you rudely interrupt me.
They're not going to
my head.
No, how can you start the show without me? I don't ever start the show without you.
So we're going to discuss must-haves for you this rainy season. Things where we say, no matter what, you just need to get some with you. If not, you don't get some. Wala go deal. Serious begin and go there for inside the matter. So now what you don't learn, what do we get again?
Very true. And also we go get a cadet guest. We go join us in the house, talk about the comedy industry. Now this tiffy of joke for inside the comedy industry, it has come a day too much. That's now why we go discuss them today with our confirmed guests. We will yarn us more things that we need to know about the industry.
Yes, so we talk about intellectual theft.
Tell me one joke. Can you say a joke? Just tell me a joke. Everybody's a comedian. Yes.
I got a particular friend who they tell me for a long time now to make an enter comedy, but I know say now only her they make laugh. So I know.
She tell you though.
Yes, say Billy. She said make an enter comedy, and then they tell them say, see, we embarrass ourselves. Just let me keep making you laugh.
Really? How does she make you laugh? I'm surprised. We're going to need to bash more back on that very important information. So important. And when we come back after the break, we're going to give you the better gist so we get not this information, please. Which?
You know what I'm saying? They call me Z-Zoro, aka Swagbag, aka BBGG, aka Below Juku. And I'm here with my sisters, Betiana and Uri, na Talk Talk. Don't go nowhere. Alam Kalainus.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just say they dance too now.
No, I know they dance that kind of dance.
All right, now time for us to give you our African proverbs for today. Now, our African proverbs, they go like this. The person where they gossip with you, go still gossip about you. Ha!
Very, very simple and correct. Now, person will go talk about you for your back. And the person will go talk about
well,
the person
meet you, gossip
with you, go still talk about you to another person. Very commonsensical. So don't you say, oh, now maybe chair lady, that they always bring this come my side. One day you self go become
very true. And I think recently, I don't discover the best way for you to actually stay free now for you not to give room for gossip. Like, if person bring gossip to you, just listen. But just allow your mouth to close. Because sometimes now, what you talk, neither will contain hold you.
Now, sometimes you don't even need to listen. Just waka come out.
Yes, true. That is it.
Just waka come out. That is it. You
just waka come out. Say, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I know a person will post online where talk say, she right now for her life, she don't want any person where they gossip.
I tell you.
So if you come with gossip, they actually push you go one side.
Because when you stand in the process of listening, another person come, when they count who they there, your name will enter the list.
Very
so
true.
just walk away.
Very true. So just know say the person where they gossip with you about somebody, go gossip about you to somebody.
Times 2.
Simple.
Now time for you sabi say. You sabi say pearls where they wear for neck,
bead,
for hand,
that white bead.
No, they call them pearls. The expensive one are pearls. They say it melts for inside vinegar. I go try them when I reach house.
Wow.
Actually, me no.
You get vinegar for house?
Yes, I get vinegar for house.
For me now.
And they use on the clean ground. Yes, they say they're very good for tiles.
Wow. And they're good for losing weight too.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
No, and not be that
not
one.
That one
I
right.
get.
Okay,
yes.
that's the pure one.
Yes.
That is so risky, Betty.
Why?
It's not good to get the pure vinegar for house.
Interesting.
It's very.
By whose order?
If you pour for your body, you don't finish. Oh.
If they pour for my body, I know behind I use it. They clean the ground. I take finish.
Hell.
When you see this, your research, where you
not get
only for your head, because you don't say it harsh, you just talk her.
Not get vinegar, it ain't harsh. Oh. If person wants to take poison, you put that for your food, you don't finish you.
No, but actually, okay, maybe not talk about that one.
Ah, please, oh, I beg you.
Now,
please.
maybe not talk about that one.
Give them the must-have items, Jerry.
Now, for inside this rainy season, get some particular things where you say it they necessary. Say you get them. If not, while I go there for inside the matter. Now, number one on this list now, umbrella.
Important.
Now, when it rains, some people know they find out convenient, so they go just chuck they work out under the rain. That now why then create things like umbrella. And then some people where they work out with them, they find them very, very hard to remember where they drop them. If you carry them inside, but some people feel leave them for office, leave them for everywhere. But umbrellas, they actually design them for both sun and rain. But it better pass during rainy season because it will shield you from all the water. Very
true. All this information we're giving are something where you don't know before, but to just try to reiterate them for your mind again. Now, the second one where you need to get now raincoats. Raincoat, they're very, very good in keeping you dry. So they're very important. Class say you get a raincoat, but if they get some kind of foldable raincoat now, if you put inside your bag, or those way they actually go work, where you're not certain about the weather, just carry and put for your bag because it can actually help to protect your clothes.
I tell, oh, beautiful raincoat.
See, imagine.
I tell you, be like jackets, be like dress.
Yes.
So pretty. Now, number 3, all the women get lunti. They say this one a shower cap. Now, if you be a woman like you and me and Uwe, and they do hair, do everything, you need shower cap for inside your bag. It is very, very important.
If you pour your hair, make your smell.
Now, what's that one?
Yes, sorry.
So that your hair no go they smell, you know. Just buy how much they sell 100 naira, 150. Chuck them inside your bag. If you even get like 3, if your neighbor no get, just say, madam, take.
Yes.
Very simple.
Love your neighbor.
Yes, love your neighbor.
Very important. All right, number 4. Say no to the coin shoe.
No.
Say no to those fine canvas and get your rubber shoe on.
Sharp.
Nowadays, if you get rubber sandals, if you get rubber cover shoe, if you get rubber canvas.
They get rubber wedge.
They get rubber wedge. So please go for the rubber shoes because it will help to protect them. If you wear all those leather shoes, I'm sorry for you. The rain go finish your leather shoe for you.
Yes.
It go finish them.
Now the next on the list, they say a rain boot. Yes. If you not say you be person maybe say for inside this weather,
there's some classy rain boots.
Activity now you they do, you need your rain boots because it gets some kind of place where rain go down for. All the mud, poto, everything. Some the rain go reach your knees. So you need rain boots to work out all these things so that they no go enter inside your leg. And at the same time, you know, say the footwear where you wear, it is very, very durable under that condition.
All right, this one I want to mention are things where you need to get as this weather, they're very, very blessed with a lot of rain. Now, they say you need to get your cardigan or your sweater. You need to get your socks, get your gloves, get your waterproof or your jacket. It is very, very important. These are apparels that you actually need during this rainy season. Because apart from the fact that it will actually help you when rain fall, it will actually help you in case of fever. Or you get high body temperature. All these things will actually help to keep you intact. So please make sure say sweater is with you 24/7. You get your socks with you 24/7, and you get your waterproof vest or your jacket. And your scarves. Make sure say you keep yourself very warm. Now on that note, we're going to take a small break. When we come back, our guests go there inside the studio, and we're going to talk about intellectual theft. What can we go do about them? Don't go anywhere.
My name is Nawaje. Please make sure say you watch Talk Talk with Uwe and Betiana. Not change your TV channel. God bless you.
Yeah, Yes, welcome back. Now, before we back small break, we tell you so we will get a very, very cadred guest in the building. This is not person where we say go they chook mouth inside the topic of discussion we will get on top ground today. Intellectual theft. Now, a lot of times for inside the industry, especially amongst comedians, they see where people they tiffy other people joke, they turn them to their own. Some people go they tiffy other people content, generally for inside the industry, they claim them saying at their own. Where Oyibo people, the big people where goes they call plagiarism. Now we're going to chook mouth inside this matter. How if it stop them? Is it accepted? Is it allowed? Or a totally wrong thing where we need to put pause on top? Now, to discuss this one with us, we get a very, very cadred comedian inside the building, Ogbedada Michael, a.k.a. Rems. Welcome to the Talk Talk studio.
Yo. Hi, Betiana. Do you just doing all this? Welcome. It's so sweet.
Wow.
Hi. Look how fine.
Oh, shit.
All right, then, it's good to have you in the studio. Now,
Yeah.
first of all, Betiana Talk say, is it acceptable to steal person jokes? Is it acceptable in the comedy industry?
First of all, it's not acceptable. And what things like that does to people is that it limits you. So intellectually speaking, if you the thief person material, you can't go use them. Number one, it give you a particular place. People no go look you say you dey creative and outstanding. So aside from say you the thief person material, to yourself, when you dey around, when you stand with people, you no go even figure that confidence to talk, say, this thing where, this job where they do, and like this I they do am. Like if you say, okay, give me the histories on how you built your materials, how you take it, you no go feel explain them. So definitely, you just be like say, person go, this clothes where you wear now, I know say now you get them. I can't come your house, thief and wear them, can't stand for your front. They look you. How the person go look for your front?
But you know they're acceptable in the industry, like all the example we don't give, but it dey happen.
It happen, but the truth be say, over the years, we don't complain, but people see they do them.
But you know what's in the realms? For me, I feel say for people to continue to do it means that the first person where you do them, they're not doing anything about it.
Yes.
So people just feel, so you know it's in
if you can do it, I can do it.
And we not talking anything. We go say, as Betiana do them to me, I go do them to Rems, nothing they happen because from the first instance, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Something happened some years back for one show that they call Stand Up Nigeria, produced by Bumi Davis. And you get one comedian, I no go mention him, you know, he sit down for the hall. So they can't call another comedian and make him perform. As the guy they perform, he can't talk the material of the same comedian where they said the hall and a senior colleague. You understand? So as the person they perform, the senior colleague just verse, go on top stage, go, you know, give the guy some kind of default setting, you know. So when he give the guy default setting, you know, he can't cause some kind these things. Some people they ask, so say why you go stage, go tell him, say why you do this. Some people they tell him, say no, it's approved. Say you know good, he say good, say he go meet him. Some say they don't like us, he go meet him.
The guy where he give the first setting is the guy, an upcoming comedian. Yes. Now that's my problem. Now, because in an upcoming comedian, you feel actually correct him. But we don't see where
your fellow colleague.
Thank you, where they steal your this, but you know they actually correct him.
You see, on that part, what you know go make I want go meet that person. Number one, go to look, okay, this person, me and I, they on the same level. You understand? But sometimes, these young ones, it's good say you do some things to them because the truth be say, sometimes correction will be based on say, I did talk say because of you they do this thing. They say that my material they try to correct you from them. Sometimes sometimes to the wise ones, now correction say if you continue this route, you won't last long.
But I disagree with you.
I disagree too.
Why?
Now maybe take them to the musical industry. Now I don't see a lot of upcoming artists where we say they never get their own content, but then get the voice.
Yes.
So then go sing another person's song and nobody stop them. For crying out loud, for years we see Westlife when no sing one song of their own. Now people song.
Now they actually sing.
Why the people will get the original songs no come fight them?
Thank you.
Because say them be upcoming.
The truth be say, waiting make those people don't feel fight them because of say sometimes some of these upcomings they look for avenue to take feed. Sometimes when they sing their song, they believe say if this person carry their song go sing, they believe say okay. The few points, okay, this song, let me get this song. The few just make noise, and let me get this, but the truth be say, the matter of Westlife, them sing people's song, they remix them, they make money out of them.
That's not just one example.
One example, of which even for Nigeria yourself, I know so many songs why I don't hear. Why I know say, this person, no be the person get this song. But the truth of the matter be say, sometimes there's nothing you can do to just help yourself.
You know what's in it?
It's the truth. Sometimes
I understand. Let's even take out
yourself.
Westlife, because they use the scenario of an Oga in the comedy industry defaulting another, or rather correcting an upcoming comedian, say, come, not supposed to steal another person's joke. It's just like you correcting a child, say, don't steal. And then the papa, the begin they see, say, the papa, they steal the mama thing. How you want to correct that child? Because even the people who are established, they copy each other joke, and then you are telling upcoming artists not to copy the jokes.
Okay,
How do you correct them in that way?
That means some of these upcomings too, they learn from waiting some of their own seniors.
Of course.
So they say, okay, if this bros fit talk this joke,
so maybe
and me, I know the person will get this joke, so me say if I talk this joke.
Exactly.
You understand? I get one show where I go on Sunday, 3 days ago, Sunday, Akboro show, you know, you get some comedians where you can't perform, I can't hear some materials. You know, one of my colleagues will sit down and he can't tell me, say, Omo, now this person joke, now this person they talk, now this person joke, old joke. Sometimes, some people are just sincere. Some people, if you get idea from this person's storyline joke, if you can infuse your own put, if you get creative about them, but you get some which they go download them from
everything, from the toe to E to the end.
Now, waiting this thing they cause we say, sometimes there's called displacement of values. How? If Nami talk get this joke, for example, you can't go another event where they never see them for TV or they never hear them before. If you can't go that event, you go crack that joke. If I can't mistakenly can't go meet that kind of audience again for another place, I can't go crack the joke. I got to say, I steal this person joke. So sometimes the thing dey like this. You get some materials where I go talk or where I go gist somebody. The person, because some of them, they get more clout than you. Some of them get some kind of big platform past you. So when they can't go crack that joke, even the so-called senior colleagues, you get some junior colleagues, they go just talk one, just bros, man, see this idea where I get to. They call it this, bro, see this and that, this joke, sweetie, I get to. Now, that bros will not get shame, go can't go that show, crack that boy joke. If the boy can't go another show, crack that joke, they're going to say it thief in material. So what can we now see? Now, they don't say, now, how can that younger person correct his Oga?
It's not possible. It's not possible. Okay, so is it okay to say that it is acceptable? Because now you start and say it's not acceptable in Nigerian comedy industry.
It is not acceptable.
But so far we're seeing that it's acceptable.
You see, because
it's like something where they're illegal but legal.
Thank you.
I just think that the problem still comes down to, I'm sorry to say, I'm involving the government. If we have the right channels to materials, there should be a way where you can register your own materials and say, okay, let me get this thing. You can do a recording, you can do anything. Once the thing don't be registered on your name, if anybody go perform without your permission, you feel sue that person. But
can you not still do that now? If you actually register, I feel so one of the people not know the process. If you register your voice and then you stamp them, say, come, this is my property. Anybody will still this is my property, go actually pay or will sue them. You do not feel say people not they informed of their rights?
But we could not lie. How many times they don't do that thing for this part?
They never do them at all, so people are not informed.
My dear, do we have the right channel or right body that we ordinary piracy for fame? We never feel fight them. Now this ordinary talk word, how they want to fight them?
You know, Waiting, I kind of agree with this way because recently a friend of mine, maybe lawyer, they tell me about a particular case where they need to go court, you know, and everything, and they adjourn the case for 2 months. Ask me why? Because lights no day and generator no come on.
Oh,
and it's
yes.
it's not
that is the failure of our judicial system.
No, it's not a joke. And it sounds very, very one kind from my head because I did look and say, okay, so you did waste person life for how long? Because of Gen and NEPA lights.
Well, you know what, now they make most of all these corrupt cases even stay very long. Because you go, say, oh, we come court, oh, you not bring this material, adjourned for 3 months. You come again 3 months, you not bring the material, adjourned for 4 months. So they actually make them even long. Oh, you come today, this is another day, or we get one failure, adjourned for this. So our system, the judicial system, the law they there. The law to intellectual property they there. But how successful that law if you actually protect someone's property?
Most of our laws they're very archaic. Now our constitution they don't amend them only twice. Hello.
The truth of the matter, like I said from the beginning, is if you don't have the right structure, then there is no how we can fight these things. It's not only in comedy.
But who does the right structure
what
in
about
Nigeria?
the comedians themselves creating a structure?
That is what I'm
for
saying.
themselves? No, we're not for the weight government.
Let me tell you
Yes.
something. Don't even just go there.
Why?
Why?
Don't go there.
Why?
Forget that comedian creating.
No, but why?
Don't
Because we
just-
get the P-man. Why can't the comedy industry get a structure in Nigeria?
We have tried so many things to bring people together, comedians together. There was a time, I think far back in 2006, 2007, there was a time Ali Baba used to call everybody together. We used to have a meeting. There was one particular hotel, I can't remember, in Ikeja. You know, they bring comedians together for comedian meeting, all them stuff. But with time, Ali can notice some kind of things, you know. Some kind of things can they involved. Then some kind of people can they like, you know, people just can they withdraw, and Bros himself just can withdraw. Trust me, let's not just lie. I know say they watch me, they go fit kill me for this thing. Let me not lie to you. Comedians, we be like weather. If I see this other comedian, I look you, I smile, I dey happy with you. But for some, inside of their mind, nobody they smile, they tell the story of waiting in their mind. It is very hard for comedians. We don't try so many avenues to say, okay, make comedians come together, make we form a body, make we do all those things. One of those people don't try. But you could just see some kind of people will just be like stumbling block or problem to that channel. So now I tell you, say that one, if not that one,
but it happens
over the
everywhere.
years,
It happens everywhere in forming an association. It happens everywhere. If everybody sit down and say, come, I don't want to do them, that means say you now go bring down the comedy industry. Because now the latest one are the duplication of shows. People are tired of coming to Betiana's show, seeing the same thing, coming to Rem's show, seeing the same thing, coming to Owi's show, seeing the same thing, and these are comedians.
Now, you know, so talk about, say, person they talk material. It's the same thing as we talk about the same thing with shows. I don't go like 4 or 5 different shows. For like 3-4 years, I just stopped to do stand-up. Like, nobody said I stopped to do crack. I just stopped to just appear or do stand-up comedy for just some reasons. Why? The reasons being, say, I just want to take some time off to just sit down, watch some things, see some things, go for... This is not just to go for shows, just go sit down to watch and reason. Because I read theater art, and if, as a thespian, I won't do anything right now, I'm not supposed to do the norm, because it is against my cultures from a theater background. So sometimes when we used to say some kind of things, before I did like follow the crowd, say, okay, me say I want to do show, okay, go bring musician, go bring everybody. But the truth be say, I just can't sit down, relax. I can't watch different shows. This is the way you talk, and the same thing. Everybody use the same content. You do talk and people don't tire for show. I don't go many shows. They say they tell me some of my colleagues show that I don't go. I don't sit down. Even me myself will be comedian. I don't even get tired. Now, this is the way you talk, so not true. So many comedians, they do the same thing over the time. There was a time where comedy show was budding. Everybody wants to go to comedy show. Why? Because that was what was bubbling. People just want to go cry. You understand? Now, you go show. You go send a comedy show. You go call 20 musicians, call 10 comedians. You can't listen musician perform. Comedians will come where you go, they feel too. Comedians don't get time to perform. You can't even get the show. You don't go even come perform 1 hour for your own show. You can't turn into announcer of artists.
Yes.
Different shows, the same content. Now the same thing what they talk about.
What is the solution?
The solution now be say one person still need to stand up to say no, I no go do this kind of thing again. But the truth is, it can still be tricky. As you say you want to do something different, Nigerians have been so used to shows that if they don't see some kind of artists who they like, some of them don't go on your show.
Not exactly, Rems. I'm not going to agree with you on that. You know why?
Why?
Because now we get different crops of different people for inside Nigeria.
Yeah.
A lot of people, especially the people where they say, you need to know your brand, first of all.
Sure.
When you know your brand, you go know the kind of people where you sell
to. Where you want to attract to know kind of brand.
And then the kind of people where you sell to go determine the kind of show where you want to do. Now, if you decide to say you want to do a strictly comedy show, trust me, if you know your right brand, then go come. It be like the likes of Family where they do their,
the jazz and
everything. Then if you decide, okay, make I do commercial music, but now they know their brand of people. People know, say, okay.
And they get their followers.
Yes.
They get their followers. So, yeah, you're right.
Irrespective of the fact that people, they fear change. Change is not the only constant thing in life. All you need to do is start. Those who go jump on your train, go jump on your train.
This way you talk, I believe. I've been a plan. I did plan something. I don't just want to talk yet. I did plan something like my own comedy show, but very soon. I don't want to just talk yet. I can't go meet Ali. I can't tell him, say, when was the last time do we have somebody script your jokes? I read a lot and I do a lot of research about comedy writing and stuff. Some of these comedians for abroad, before they go perform, they don't really do rehearsals. Sure. They get person where they write their jokes. They get comedy writers. For example, if I get materials about relationship, I could just call my scriptwriter, what's up? This is my joke I have on relationship. How I respond to my girlfriend on phone. How my girlfriend respond to me on phone. How my girlfriend talk to me when she's angry. I talk to my girlfriend when she's angry. I could not last weekend, I might download for my jokes with this. So yeah, take, write time. When I can't tell bros tell me, say, if you have a good comedy writer, and the truth be say, why the thing good be say, when you stand talk, the thing they did sweet. Why? Because, number one, you don't take out time to rehearse your material. So even though you go anywhere, go perform, and people go know, say, this is the way they do. This guy work on this material. Because you, where you did, trust me, you, Nigerians, these days are more intellectual to what you want to crack these days. You cannot just come on stage and crack any jokes. Now, before people go come to stage, come to shout, you get one day. But these days, Nigerians don't too tired of some kind of materials. Now, wait till when you're intellectual things, we be say number one, when you go insult them, insult their family. I'm so sorry to say, I'm not one of those comedians where we say go to crack joke about imbeciles.
Because it's personal.
Yeah. And it's really too extreme.
I not be one of those comedians where go crack joke about deaf and dumb. I not be one of those comedians where go crack some kind of joke because some people did that audience, they get one or two family members where they go through that thing. It might sound funny to some other people, but that same person, at that moment, if you just lose touch of that, of where you come that show. You understand? To me, back to the problem of content and shows, I think the problem is, say, number one, we are beginning to be lazy. We are beginning to be lazy.
Same with creating your own jokes. People are becoming to be lazy.
Yeah, we are so lazy. Trust me, you. 45% of us comedians, some of us don't read.
Now, talking about lazy, I want to bring a certain subject to this table. Now, I'm an event planner, so I make use of a lot of MCs and all, mostly comedians. Now, I don't witness a particular event where you call a certain A-list comedian to MC the event. Now, the A-list comedian will come with an upcoming comedian where maybe people don't know him, but they never really know him and everything. So Ingo starts the show. Ingo gets another show for the same day, same time. So Ingo start the show, maybe stay like 30 minutes, 1 hour, then leave that particular show where they don't pay you fully for, and then leave the upcoming to continue until the end. Is this even right?
First of all, if we are in a Western world, I believe we are even in a Western world. If anybody will do that thing, they suppose, number one, he's supposed to refund the clients. It is very, very wrong.
And with the same, they happen all the time.
It happen.
A lot of time.
And they will tell you, say they just want to promote the upcoming.
A lot of time.
You get some event planners will come, so okay, we need you for so date. Some will tell you, say, okay, we need you for, like, for example, some will tell you, okay, I need you for today. Another event planner will come and say, okay, I need you for today. Now, sometimes, some event planners no go pay before your event time. Some go pay immediately when I don't agree. You understand? But I get some comedians and some MCs where be say, they know say that person don't tie them with words, but they never tie them with money. But this other person don't tie them with money. Some of them go come say, okay, yes, they don't collect money. If this other person come like 2-3 days before the event, they go sit there and say that they are available. Number one, that is greed. Now, they go collect the show. They'll come send one of their friends, oh boy, what's up? You day free this day? Yes, okay, I send you go another event. Go do this event for me. Some of them I'll come go show face 30 minutes or 1 hour. Run. Come
Which
go to
is
the
so
main
wrong.
one.
It's wrong.
I book for Betiana, I want to see Betiana, I don't want to see Rems.
For example, if you pay me to come for your event, to MC your event, and I can't call, for example, Esheilo. Say, Esheilo, Afa, I beg, come help me block this event. I get another event where I won't go do. Even though because in Esheilo, you go still feel bad as the bride
or
as the client.
Yes.
But make I hold you on that because we're going to need to go a small break. When we come back, we're going to still talk small more on top of this intellectual theft, and then we go get to know Rems up close and personal. No go anywhere.
Up close and personal.
You know what I'm saying? They call me Z-Zoro, aka Swagbag, aka BBGG, aka Below Juku. And I'm here with my sisters, Betiana and Uri, na Tok. Don't go nowhere. Alam Kolaimus.
All right, welcome back. Yes, we still get Rems inside the house, and we'll talk about intellectual property TV where they happen for inside the Nigerian comedy industry. Now, Indo actually established the fact that they're acceptable and something needs to be done. But who go actually come outside to actually solve this issue where they happen in the Nigerian comedy industry? I don't know. You don't know, Betiana, no.
I know.
Oh, you know?
But you know now? Okay.
I think number one, first thing is the fans. The audience.
Maybe we start with the boo comedians.
Boo the person away.
Okay.
Okay, so from now on, I go any comedy show. If I hear you, they crack joke, that's why I know.
Boo! You know.
Now I go boo. I go shout, why you thief basketball joke?
That one too long.
See, you
see, people feel you overshadow your voice.
You see, let me tell you the truth. You will be shocked that half of the people that listen to us knows, they indirectly, secretly, they know your history. They know the jokes where you don't talk, they come. They know your materials. So if you can't go to talk another person material, then they know.
Very true.
And also,
you don't need to be in the industry to know.
See, no matter you, they hard for us, so they actually listen to now. They hard for us to know who be the originator of the joke.
Do you know why?
No, but you know, when it comes to that, now, I just feel like, just like I talk, if you be fan of person, you go know. For me, two people for inside the comedy industry, where they say, if I sleep, I hear that joke, I know that this person get the joke. Basket Mouth and Kevin Hart. You know, get where I won't hear their joke.
That's you, and we get a lot of Nigerian comedians.
But don't be
so which one you go even know?
Okay, let me tell you something. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. We think it is only our own jokes we crack.
And I see the crack abroad.
We get so many comedians.
Now, I mentioned Kevin Hart. If I hear Kevin Hart,
1,001 jokes.
From Kevin Hart.
1,001 jokes. We say so many of the things. I watch a lot of comedy series, I watch a lot of jokes, I watch a lot of comedy materials. I don't hear so many jokes where they don't localize, where I know say this joke, I feel they call the comedians name one by one, even the ones who they know even the popular. And now let me tell you what, sometimes it's good. Ali tells us, go, watch these guys. You understand? Watch them. It will give you an idea. But it gets someone be say they go watch these people, their joke. Because they know our jurisdiction, they go crack the joke from A to Z. I know so many of them, we don't do that thing. I know big names. They go come, they go crack jokes, they go say, and this and that. I know where the jokes they come from. If not for abroad, then go sue them.
Make I ask this question now before we go up close and personal with you. Now, you feel say you go actually reduce the brand of the person if you give credit for the joke. Like, let's say I want to crack a Rems joke now. Say, this one a Rems joke, he crack at one time, make I just give her. You crack
and finish where you say,
this joke na Rems, I actually crack out.
Let me tell you something.
Reduce your brand.
I think there was one event they did recently, Lagos at 50, Lagos Laughs.
Okay.
And one comedian come stage, come talk, say, big shout out to my brother. I like this thing where you talk. It sweet me for Bele. In fact, now the thing happened to Ram, but I want to share the experience with you now. Because with the share experience about what happened to you when you come to Lagos for the first time. He said, I want to share your experience with Ona. Say, if you go ahead, people say, yes, go ahead. Trust me, if you were there, if you see the person, you no go feel saying the person joke. You could just look and say, him just try share the person experience. Sometimes knowledge, me say, it must come from you. If you share from somebody, sometimes, even me to say, I get that kind of mind. If I hear some kind of people crack joke, sometimes when they stop, I get the ability to carry on from that place to even still extend them. Some comedians did like that. Some comedians will say this are big crazy jokes. Some comedians will say that there's a bit fine-tuned jokes. Some comedians will say there's a bit built jokes. You get? So some people feel you hear one material. They feel say, this person material did good though. So for example, if I say, for that material, if I say, na glasses I use, now the person use, I fit change and say, na tie.
Okay.
But at the same line with the talk, but by the time I talk you go see say, it won't be like, but no be him. It just be like this music comedy these days. No be to the music comedy don't they? So can't be done they do music comedy come from back. Even to as far back as late CD John. You get? But if you look you go see say everything won't be like say a day on Music, comedy, everything there on the same line.
On that note, make we actually watch your comedy now. Make we watch your video because you have talked too much. Let's see Rems in action, please.
Which video?
You dey fear? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
See, they confused.
This thing that you see now, it's a game. See, I don't believe in recession. I believe in stagflation. Nigeria is experiencing what I call economic ticket.
Let me tell you something. If you give me Nigeria in 2 weeks, I will move it to muflation.
You will move Nigeria in 2 weeks.
Muflation in 2 weeks.
See, let me tell you, the model that was used by Mao Zedong in China, that's the one that can make Nigeria work.
You see what they did in London? Brexit. If you bring that same pattern to Nigeria,
no, I don't agree. No, is that Chinese? I don't agree. Okay, sorry, sir. Which one will work, Brexit or Chinese model? You see, the formation cannot work in Britain, and that is why Britain had to pursue African China. Make no difference. And the economy of the church can never be pursued with that of the mosque and sanctuary, and that is why Israel had to move from Egypt to the place. Nobody can bash the economy without smoking the end of a cow.
I really love that because
I just stunned.
You know why? Because you don't ever see people for newspaper stand.
My sister.
Now this argument, really? They don't ever buy paper.
They no go ever buy paper. You get one guy, I see the talk. You see one news for the headline. He say, when my uncle they stay for Abuja, I first knew the guy from head to toe.
Did they find the Abuja for everybody?
I can't find the Abuja for the and you know these people that then they cook food for the president too. Then get details for everything they happen for inside Aso Rock as they did like that. They can argue, but you know the bad part. After they don't argue from morning to night, they don't go buy paper.
They don't buy paper.
But you know waiting. In as much as said when they argue and they don't buy, the argument they bring the people where they buy. True or false?
No, they bring. They bring more arguers.
They bring more arguers.
Auntie Betiana, please, make I just ask you this question. You feel say Buhari supposed to speak in Hausa or in English? No, I feel say no, as that one they go. No. Auntie, uncle, please come and put your mouth inside. You feel say they're not
people
they buy.
So why did you say about people don't they chase them?
No, they don't feature them because
they are entertained.
Those even newspaper people say they need entertainment. They just want to entertain themselves. Because only they know if you buy plenty paper, they argue by themselves. Imagine now only you they send newspaper, you can't stand, you can't look the headline. Say no. This government, no, you can't look. You look this point. No, you go no see na Chris. But when people dey, you go they look now, go they follow the, you know.
It's crazy.
Okay, Rems, but maybe we meet you now as a person. Maybe we meet Michael. Now you talk earlier and say you read theater arts.
Yeah.
Why comedy? Why you no go? Why you no decide to sing?
The act film.
Or to act film. Or to produce.
I remember when I did grow, I love TV, I love camera, I love screen. Now let me shock you. Growing up for me, I won't become a movie director and a filmmaker and an actor. So when I did for secondary school, I'd been go boarding school, so I'd always jump fence. They go movie audition. As young as 9, 10, I don't go for movie auditions. You know, I wanted to be a child actor. But my popsy go, they lock me for a house, they flog me, they say, no, you must read petrochemical engineering, you must do this. Because I be work for oil companies, so you want me to do the same thing. But me, I don't just want to do that thing. You know, I've always grown, I've always been, I've had this dream to become a filmmaker and stuff. But when I got to school, I come with some set of other friends, we then did the same department, some other senior colleagues, you know. I be meet Gabriel Afolayan for school. I be meet Lafop. I be meet Sukomi Adebayo. I be meet many other guys like that. We see them, they do that and a stage comedy. So I can't follow them, you know, we go to do shows. You know that times shows for school, we go to do shows, we go to do all those stuff. So from then on, comedy content start for me, really. But meanwhile, when I did grow up, I've been there for church. I be this happening, happy kid, you know. As from teenager, I don't play piano, I don't play drums, I don't play guitar, I don't sing, I don't do all those things, you know. But my redirection, I say I want to do movies, I want to do all those stuff. But when I can't enter school, the direction can't change. Comedy is start to pay the bills, can't they bring the money, can't they do all those things, you know. But that no mean say I no go. I'm so when I tell people say na theater for me, people think say okay, film. But don't forget say everything about movie, everything about film starts from comedy. Take me back to the Greek time and the worship of Dionysus. The worship of Dionysus, according to the teaching from the background of theater, and I say, na open theater where they worship Dionysus. Ingo just day. People go come, they dance, they sing, they do some kind of funny things.
Okay, now everything starts.
And from there comedy really starts from.
Wow.
You understand? No be saying that, but people come move up to stand-up comedy. But comedy don't start with body movement, pantomime, body language, eye, and all those stuff. So all those things still follow in the line of acting. Now, why if you see even some comedians like me, and my kind of style of joke, if I dey crack joke, I dey like actor. You understand? So the thing still dey inside body.
All right, now on that inside body and the study of Odysseus, Dionysus. I don't learn one thing. The study of Dionysus. You know, and so. And one thing where they worship, where they come, one god, they are mini god that they worship. All right, now before I give you health tips, now people they come outside and say comedians they don't feel hold relationship. How true is this?
Who say so?
Yeah, because now they joke about everything.
No.
So how person go take believe say you are serious?
No, you see.
Just answer yes or no. Now the whole relationship.
With the whole relationship. Because if you know the whole relationship, number one. My oga live.
Now just few of now.
My oga live.
No come basketball, not go Bovi. Now just few of now. Grand commander still there. They move up and down. You still there. I just.
Grand commander.
Yes. A lot of now.
He tell me say he won't propose to you, but you know great answer.
Betiana,
so now you. Nah, she no serious. Now you know serious.
If one propose to you.
No, I know that equation.
Oh, okay. You don't get many people who don't tell this.
A lot of people that now they joke on and they give, so nobody can know which one they choose.
You see, now people like.
No, but you and your commander do pre-wedding photo shoot.
No, na comedy.
Na for promo.
You did there. I said I did when they shoot.
No, na promo na.
Okay, na promo.
But when you say that, you don't say that promo.
Na promo that they do.
Now so you dey stab me for back. All right, let me just give you healthy, but they actually keep relationship.
No, comedians are one of the most romantic people you can ever be.
You have heard it. You have heard it. Hey, bless you, my sister.
You need to date a comedian.
Our health tips for today. They said the body they get very comfortable when you always do the same workout. Now you need to keep different kind of exercises, and this one you need to make sure say they appropriate to your age.
Very true.
Not talk say you want to do the one way not suit your body. I'm sorry, you'll just break out. I beg you. And this one will actually help to make your body very, very casual. So please. Work out, very important, but make sure so you work out according by your age.
And they switch them.
And they switch them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they switch them. If you do sit up today, tomorrow do leg up.
Wow. This is an advance.
Sit up.
All right, friends, your final words to all upcoming comedians where they're out there and how to be unique.
First things first, what is working for me and what will work for me and work for any other person that wants to do comedy is, number one, you must be a wide reader. Now, reading is not only reading based on comedy. You can read every genre of, like Ali tells us a lot, watch anything. Stupid, intellectual, funny, boring, crazy, health, books, Bible, Quran, if you can. Just read everything, be informed, know a lot of things, be informed. Watch TV, watch cartoons, watch kiddie stations. Like me, I'm one of those people that don't really sit down at home to watch TV. But what I do a lot, I watch a lot of content online. I do a lot of, you know, it's good.
Yes, that's how they tell all the comedians they are there. Watch, talk, be informed.
Yes, and also watch talk. Yes. Because if they say you know what is talk now, you're not going to say you know go to the thief person joke.
Thank you. Be informed. Watch talk. We are online. Don't say we are not online. We are online.
Talk.
Baka.
You talk. Baka. And when you talk, we talk sense.
Yes. I tell you. I beg, give us your handle, please. Let us follow you.
When you talk to Betiana and you talk to Uwi, you talk sense. They say two head is better than one. Now, not talk, Betiana talk with other five people that go bring
do. The banana went to the tree and the tree went to the banana.
From the banana. The tree.
Give us your handle, please.
Yes, on Instagram is as simple Rems Comedian, REMS Comedian. On Twitter, Comedian Rems.
Okay, yeah.
Facebook, Rems Comedian. And for real life, Obedada Michael.
Obedada. I like that. Obedada Michael.
Ogene Fego, the Ogene proud Delta.
Osoko man. Isoko.
If you are not from Delta State, if you are not Isoko, you miss your
one Nigeria. One Nigeria. As we they always they talk.
To talk about it, but what they talk about for inside Delta State, Nigeria.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. You don't be farmer before. Your hand hard.
It's Chris with the drama boy. Oh, Erima. Oh, Erima. Erima. Oh, Erima. Okay, I want to tap that. Erima.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.